What's up, Pineal family? So in this video, I'm gonna show you how to divide your coneflowers, your purple coneflowers, or echinacea as some people like to call them. Super easy, just like almost everything in gardening and honestly urban homesteading. Once you kind of know how to do it, once you know a couple tricks, it is much easier. It's not super complicated. Guys, if you're a beginner, don't make everything so complicated. Don't make it so complicated that you're just gonna want to quit or it's not fun anymore. Gardening should be fun. Homesteading, urban homesteading should be fun and enjoyable and make our lives better and less stressed, make us healthier both mentally and physically. That's what it's all about. That's what this movement is all about. That is what our mission is all about, trying to connect people back to nature and growing with your community. So don't make it too complicated. If you guys don't know about the mission, I'll leave a link down below. We have Pineal trade stations. They're just swap points for communities to trade and share their homegrown produce, their plants, their seeds, backyard chicken eggs, all that good stuff. They're just little plant stands that you can put in front of your yard and get activated on a map. So I will leave that link below if you want to check that out. Super fun thing, and hosting this year is open nationwide, so anybody in the country can become a host. We started this thing in Louisville, but now we are going nationwide. So let's build healthier and more sustainable communities, not just for ourselves, but for the future generations as well. Now let's get into coneflowers. So let me take you guys down here with me and check out these coneflowers. Now these are in a raised bed, but you guys would probably have it just in your ground. This works the exact same way no matter where you're growing. And so you have your coneflowers, and you can see right here, this is a pretty thick clump. Now I could leave this and they would still bloom out. They would still be really pretty. However, if I divide them, they would start just multiplying even more other places in my garden. And lots of times when you get, your flowers too thick like this, the bloom set won't be as good. And you won't have as much airflow. So when it's too thick, your airflow kind of dies down, and you just have more pest pressure, more disease. You want airflow in gardening. You want air to be able to go through the leaves. It's really good. So because this is so thick, I am going to divide it. Now, how we're gonna do that is obviously get your shovel. I'm just using a hand shovel. You might use a big shovel. A big shovel, it doesn't really matter. For what I'm doing and my soil, I can just use a hand shovel. And it's really easy. So you just come in here and dig them up. When you're doing this, when you're digging up any flower, try not to get too close to those root systems. Kind of start a little bit, a couple inches maybe away, just so you don't damage the roots too much. And then you just want to dig it out, just like this. Boom. So now that we have this dug out, let me move this camera up a little bit. There we go. Now that we have these dug out, we want to divide them. Right, so we're not ready, done just yet. We want to divide them. So you have your clump, just kind of massage it loose. Don't be too aggressive with these guys. We don't want to rip them away from the roots. So we really just want to softly come in here, get your two thumbs and kind of put them in there and just kind of massage it. So boom, and they come apart. So now we have 2 clumps of coneflowers. Now I could probably divide this one even more. when you get them from a greenhouse or from a store, lots of times you would get them in something like this, right? You would get them in a little like 4-inch pot, and it would look something like this. So if that's what you're getting, you could probably get 10 of those 4-inch pots in this little clump. So even though when it was in the ground, it might have not looked like that much, it really is actually quite a bit once you start dividing it up. So you can place these all throughout your garden, or you can trade for something that your community member has through a Pineal trade station, of course. And so I'm just gonna do this a couple more times. But if you wanna do this to every single one, you could. I'm just not going to, I don't need to. So I'm just gonna keep on massaging it. And you just want those roots to just come apart, right? Just like that. Super satisfying when it does come apart. This is exactly what you want. See all these good, amazing roots on here? That's exactly what you want. And now we can just plant this up. So now just dig your hole, plant this up, and treat it like you would just a coneflower plant before you divided it. It really is that simple. This is not hard at all to divide this. And these will keep on spreading. So if you plant these in your garden, all those divisions that you just made, they will multiply again, and in a couple years you can divide them again. That's why growing with your community is so empowering and is so amazing. Because most things in life, you can't really, money doesn't grow on trees, right? But with plants, it really does. Because these things want to grow, they want to spread, and as a gardener, you're going to have to divide them eventually because it's going to get too thick. So if we're all growing something different in our communities, or not even necessarily different, if we're just all growing and dividing and trading and sharing, it would just, the efficiency of gardening goes way up, right? Instead of throwing this out or throwing it in the compost or something like that, we can just trade it. This is like $20, $30 worth of plants. If I divided this and put them each in a little 4-inch pot, if I went to my local greenhouse, I would probably spend 20, 30, maybe even more on plants like this. So trading with your community and sharing with your community, we can just really grow healthy and sustainable communities, not to mention the bond that you get from trading something with your community. You guys are helping each other. That is what the movement is all about. That is our mission. So after you divide it, just plant this up and it's gonna start growing. You're gonna have amazing blooms, and then you can do it in a couple years. You can divide it again and get even more flowers and really benefit from the compounding effects that flowers have, because they're gonna divide, and then you're gonna divide those, and those are gonna multiply, and then you're gonna divide those, and those are gonna multiply, and the compounding effects that you get from plants is truly amazing. Until next time, guys, love you. Peace out. I will see you in the garden this spring of 2025.